A warm greetings to one and all. In this session, let's learn about friend function and friend class. Topics to be covered in this session are introduction to friend function, advantages of friend function, characteristics of friend function, restrictions in friend function, syntax for friend function and friend class, and finally, let's check out few example programs. Let's have an introduction to friend function. Friend function allows non-member functions to access private and protected members of a class. So in this diagram, we can notice that a non-member function is declared as friend function, which is now able to access the private and protected members of the class in which it is declared. So this provides a way to maintain encapsulation while allowing controlled external access to the class internals. A friend function existing outside this class scope, unlike regular member functions which belongs to the class and directly access its private members. A friend keyword used within the class declaration designates a function as a friend, indicating that the function enjoys special access privileges. This includes implementing operators, utility functions, or functions that requires direct access to the class private data. Advantages of friend function. So it allows non-member function to access private and protected members of a class by promoting controlled data sharing without violating encapsulation. You can declare them outside the class, but designate them as friends to specific classes, facilitating close collaboration while maintaining the data security. Friend function provides a strategic way to balance encapsulation and extensibility, and also enabling external functions to work effectively with the class internals only whenever it is necessary. Characteristics of a friend function. Friend function is not in the scope of the class to which it has been declared as a friend. Friend functionality is not restricted to only one class. Friend functions can be a member of a class or a function that is declared outside the scope of a class. It cannot be invoked using the object as it is not in the scope of that class. We can invoke friend function like any normal function of a class. Friend function has object as arguments. It cannot access member names directly and it has to use dot membership operator and use an object name with the member name. Can be declared either in private or public section. Restrictions and friend function. Limited encapsulation. Since it gives access to private and protected members and also it makes the code more difficult to comprehend and maintain. Dependencies is because they create tightly coupling between classes and makes it difficult to maintain when modifying the classes. While concerning security, it may have some risk in confidentiality and integrity of class code. Since a non-member function is accessing the class private and protected members. Friend function are global in scope, so we should have aware in naming conflicts while accessing them. Syntax for friend function declaration. So class is nothing but keyword, we all know that, followed by class name, then open curly parenthesis, followed by member declaration for the class. We have access specifier ended with colon. Then we can define constructors, member functions, and also we can declare the friend function here in the member declaration part. So the declaration for friend function is friend. Friend is nothing but the keyword followed by return type of the function, then function name followed by list of parameters ended with semicolon. So here we have only the declaration part of the friend function. Finally, the class is ended with closed curly parenthesis followed by semicolon. So next we have friend function definition, which is defined outside the class. So here this is return type followed by function name and it has a list of arguments for the friend function. Then we have open curly parenthesis for the function and we have statements to be executed inside the friend function. Finally, the function is ended with closed curly parenthesis. So this is the syntax for friend function declaration and definition. Let's have an example program using friend function. So here we have defined the class definition for class addition. Using private access specifier, we have declared the variable x of integer data type and assigned with the value 10. Next, the variable y of integer data type and assigned with the value 15. Using public access specifier, we have declared the friend function named add with return type as void, and it has a single parameter, which is the reference variable of object A, which belongs to the class addition. Outside the class, add function is defined. Using the reference object A, it accesses the value of private variable x defined in the class addition by a.x. Similarly, using the reference object A, it accesses the value of the private variable y, which is declared in the class addition by a.y. Then it executes the expression a.x plus a.y and stores the value in the variable sum. Using Cout statement, the value of the variable sum is displayed to the user. Now let's see the execution of the program. We all know that the execution starts from main function. So here we have created the object A for the class addition. So here we have passed the object A as parameter to access the add function. Since friend function cannot access the private variables of a class directly. Now the control moves to add function. So using the reference of object A of addition class, it accesses the private variables of x and y and performs addition operation, that is 10 plus 15. 10 plus 15 is equal to 25, which is stored in the variable sum. Using Cout statement, the value of the variable sum is displayed to the user as shown in the output. Next, return 0 statement. It is executed and it implies the successful execution of the program. So, hope you are clear on friend function by this example program. Now let's learn the syntax for friend class declaration. So here, class is a keyword followed by class name, that is class underscore name. Next, we have the open curly parenthesis followed by access specifier for member variables. So next we have the access specifier for the member functions. It can be a constructor or any member functions, and it can be a friend function. So the next statement is friend followed by class. So both friend and class are keyword for class underscore name one. So this is the friend class, that is class underscore name one is acting as a friend class to the class name. Now let's have an example program using friend class. So here we have defined the class definition for class addition. So using private access specifier, we have declared the variable x of integer data type and assigned with the value 5. So next we have the variable y of integer data type and assigned with the value 10. Using public access specifier, we have declared the friend class here. So the statement is friend class. So both are keyword followed by the class name, that is display. It is ended with semicolon since it is the declaration part, not the definition part. So finally, we have ended the class addition with closed curly parenthesis followed by semicolon. So next we have the definition for the class display. Using public access specifier, it has declared the function show result of. The return type of the function is void and it has a single parameter, that is the object reference of the class addition. So next we have the function definition for the show result. Since the show result function is defined outside the class, using scope resolution operator, we have given the scope of the function, that is it belongs to the class display and the return type is void. It has a single parameter, that is reference object A of the class addition. Next, using Cout statement, the expression a.x plus a.y is evaluated and displayed to the user. Now let's see the execution of the program. The execution starts from main function. So here we have created the object A for the class addition. Next, we have created the object D for the class display. Using the object G of class display, we have accessed the showResult function. ShowResult function has single parameter, that is object A, which belongs to the class addition. Since display is a friend class to the class addition, it cannot access the private variables directly. So we are passing the object A of class addition to access the private variable X and Y. Right. So now the control moves to the showResult function. So using the reference of object A of class addition, it accesses the private variables X and Y, which belongs to the class addition, and it performs the addition operation, that is A dot X plus A dot Y. So the value of A dot X is 5 and the value of A dot Y is 10. So by adding 5 and 10, the value 15 is displayed to the user as shown in the output. The next statement is return 0. So this is executed and implies the successful completion of the program. Hope you are clear in friend class with this example program. Thank you all.